has been a hot little minute since we've played Call of Cthulhu, but life's been just a little bit busy, which is good. Yeah, but I've got some time now, everything's sorted out, so we can jump back into some madness and keep playing through some Call of Cthulhu. So I reckon we just load up. Now I do have to apologise. The last video I put up was when I was still in the asylum and I had to do the last little bit to escape. I did record that, but the recording stuffed up, so that won't be released because I stuffed up the recording, unfortunately. Just to give a little bit of a recap though, I was at that like a weird room thing with some power generator thing that you could switch on. You do that to make a distraction, or that you could escape the actual asylum. So I went through all that, did that, escaped the asylum, and now we're back in the mansion. So let's see what's to come of it. Let's just see what happens. So back at the Hawkins mansion. So we'll go through there. Alright. PS woke up in... Oh, you go. PS woke up installed cells, Riverside Nutrition, met Dr. Colden, female friend of Bradley, who helped him escape, wandering through the corridors of this place, Dr. Fuller, red screen, blah 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 blah. Ah, that's right, we met Francis Sanders. Yeah, that's right, he like some invisible thing called the Shambler was literally just like bending limbs the way they're not supposed to bend. It was quite gruesome, just not like gory gruesome, but just kind of like confronting gruesome, which was actually cool to see. Now we're back with some kind of cephalopod. Is that you, Cthulhu? Cephalopod.
Who goes
Fun
there?
word to say.
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Ah, there's Bradley speaking with Marie Golden. Gotta figure out how to redo this thing.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
Good call, mate. Good call. Who's this fancy fella? He's clearly a vampire. Clearly. Look at him. He gives vampire vibes, doesn't he? He even looks like a pointy ears. Surely. I mean, there's Cthulhu and there's monsters. Oh.
How do you feel?
Not too bad.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
There you go.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Why am I looking
Mr.
that way
Pierce,
for?
are you all right?
Oh, I was sitting there.
Looked
Never
like
mind.
you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Alright, what have we got? Go. Let's go occultism professional.
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Maybe.
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
Well, what they had me endure.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller, and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Tons. I might be onto a lead.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Invisible
Tell me
fiend.
how Mr. Sanders died.
A shambler.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
What would be better? Like, she'd want to, surely she'd want to know. Like, I'd want to know.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance.
It's the
Very
fate of
well.
my destiny. Cool.
I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Funny pants.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Okay. What do you
The
got to
other
say?
night's events are still confused in my head.
You always look confused. Where are we at? Time is it? Eh, why not? One more for the road. can finish it. Let's have a look.
Damn.
Yeah, the dog? Ah. Whoa, so drunk right now. Woo. No, I'm kidding. Let's leave this place and never come back. But to be fair, we'll probably end up coming back. But the Shambler, that unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Let's see if she believes me about the Shambler. All signs point to no, I reckon. Somehow we're gonna get blamed for this, and we're gonna get attacked or abducted or taken somewhere. We'll just see.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, look who's
Cat.
here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died.
You have a very red
His
house.
story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
So red. My God.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What do we got? Psychology, you must not feel guilty. He died screaming over my eyes. I was no longer there when it happened.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words.
Nailed
Nobody in
it.
that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind.
Alright,
I
here
need
it
to
comes.
understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Oh God, let's
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not
Thank you.
everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Go bananas. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Maybe they're coming in through the paintings. Okay, 1 CP. Sanders. What's this?
The day the shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Oh. I can do this here. Oh. What do we got? Mr. Sanders was here playing a jaunty tune on the piano.
A house of artists. A house of artists.
Then, after his jaunty tune, he came over here to have a sip of tea.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Went back to
House
a
of
jaunty
Artists.
tune. No, I'm kidding. What do we got? Sarah Hawkins. Then he wrote down something.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Maybe because the painting would come alive and horrifyingly murder someone? Just a hunch. Just a hunch. That's Irene. Also Irene. No idea. A moon. It's quite nice. Anyway.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
It disappears. I just got him.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
No, it's... Maybe she can... Maybe she got a weird sixth sense about the painting. Maybe it was gonna kill him. He did that
Chandler.
to his O's
I need
eyes.
to see it.
Interesting. Ooh, Jack of all trades, what's that do? That's big 50 items, cool. A music box.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Irene, I made a mistake. Irene, 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 Irene. I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it.
To investigate all options. Except for that, but yeah.
I can't take any more. I can't hold him back.
Locked.
Forgive me.
God, everything is red. Every room is the same. There's that. Cat.
The strange Amerindian pendant.
It's cool, though. Oh. My occultism went up to... it's past 3 now. I have 6 points available. Amateur at spot hidden. I'm a master at psychology. Boom.
Strange.
What's this then?
For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning to you, please spare the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shambler. Your dear friend, Sarah Hawkins.
An old diary.
This is why I spent some time in the Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expressed words about the strange dreams. Nothing important-ish. What's this? All strength. No, I needed strength to open up that. Wow.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Is that a threat? Let's have a look.
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext? The body language? I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
Thank you. And what are you doing here?
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Agreed.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
You shouldn't have said that, because I'm going to snip over your
Go
shoulder.
take a hike, detective.
Whoa.
Go take a hike, detective.
Settle. Settle down, Harry High Pants.
Go take a hike, detective.
Jeez. Just gonna head on in here then. Except to well, I don't know, it was an unholy book. Ah, well. It's kind of a encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Oh. Whoa, I caught one up. 55%. Right. Let's look at this gallery. Good day. What's in here? Ah, that's probably just a place to hide. Let's try it. What do we got? Some stuff.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
They're all pretty snazzy. Oh, that's a cool looking Sphinx. These are all nifty little things, aren't they? You know. What do you got for me? Please, sir, may I have some more? Get out of it. Cute. Big cuddle. Big octopus-faced cuddle.
The public entrance to the gallery. The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
It's pretty cool. He doesn't look happy. He's screaming. He's pained. This thing like little kid's fighting a goose. He's I want to know more about this fight. About the kid and the goose. And the goose is bleeding, he's getting choked out. Then if you look at the kid's like covered in blood. This goose is done. The goose went for the eyes. And I think the goose is cooked in this one. Kid 0, kid 1, goose 0. Then we have a bear with a seal? A bear with a seal. Would that technically ever happen? I mean, if a bear found its way to a beach, and if that beach happened to have a few seals in there, maybe, but and it looks like that seal is done for. What do we got here? There we go. Skeleton posed man thing. Kinda cool. Where's got a cool gallery? This. Well, hey, look at that, we can. Oh man, he's got more of the goose fight. I like this goose fight. The goose and the boy. Who will win? Lord only knows. Another one of these little posy skeletons. A screaming sphinx. A monkey. A dog. A bear. Monkey, dog, bear. Oh, there's a shamble we have to go see. Look at this big head. Oh, it's a double head. Cool. What do we got? Got some kind of like tentacle Mufasa or Scar or something. Angry looking thing. There we go here. Tablets. Big tablet. A harpy griffin thing? Another big tablet. Got that one. More tablets.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Because they look cool. Look at them. It's a rad looking dagger. Radical. Got those things again. Faces. An early looking ibis. Face, screaming face. More daggers. Oh, there's the vampire from before. A tentacle faced human thing. I could put it up here. Oh, the bear versus the seal again. Man, he likes his fights, doesn't he? Oh, that's a cool dagger. Thing's screaming right at you. Alright, I think that's everything. Man, this kid versus the ghost. I wonder the story behind it, eh? Like, who started it? Does this kid just have a blatant hate for geese? And he's just kind of like, nah, you know what, mate? You're done. Had enough of you and your friends. And the geese sent their champion to fight the kid. Or maybe their goose was kind of just like, oh, you know what? I reckon I could take this kid. But then just kind of like, nah, he's literally regretting his decision. Yeah, nah, mate. Sorry, I think the kid's won that fight. Kid has won that fight. Right, Shambler, what do we got? Let's look behind it. No. No. Right, let's do it. Ooh. I think the Shambler's here. Yep. Am I gonna like Super Mario this thing and fall into the painting? I know. I think he's gonna Super Mario me. I haven't got any guns. Dude, this thing's cool. God, I hope this thing's blind. Let this puppy dog be blind.
What the hell was that?
That's a scary puppy dog. Right. Alrighty then, let's try this again, shall we? Just skip that.
What the hell was that?
Let's say. I don't even know what I have to do. What do I gotta do? Do I have a mission? I haven't got a gun, so I can't. I don't know where it is. Sounds close, and now it's gonna get claustrophobic. Do I just have to leave through the front door? Come on, buddy. Oh, puppy dog, can you be a little bit faster? Just zip zoom straight past me, so I have to get out of this thing. Come on. Come on, mate. There you go.
I can't even touch it.
Alright, let's think about this. What do we gotta do? We can't escape through there. Can I escape through the door I came in through? Do I have to go back? Do I have to go to its painting? Do I kill it with light? Okay, let's try that.
What the hell was that?
There's only one way to find out this will work. think that did something. Maybe?
What the hell was that?
That's, you tell me. You tell me, we both know. Just gonna go...
I can't even touch it.
I think it saw me. No, I reckon I'm gonna try this one more time, and then we're gonna call it there, I think. Then we have to give a think about what we potentially have to do to kill it. Like, I'm assuming it has to do with the light. Do I... Psst, and run?
What the hell was that?
Do I have to open some windows? Like... So light obviously does nothing. Let's give it one more shot. I'm sure I can do this. Do I have to light something? Do I have to go to the painting? Does the painting look weird at all?
What the hell was that?
I can't hide if I'm chasing me, so...
That thing came out of this painting. There has to be a link. Maybe if I destroy it.
Alright. So I gotta grab a weapon. Lucky there's a plethora of weapons in these cases. I think I hid too early. Damn it.
Yeah, I could try tearing the painting with this thing.
Seemed like it was getting close. So he sneaks that way. He goes through that way, and I just go through there and just try attack the painting. We got it. We figured it out. Only took a few deaths, but we got it. Right, you're not supposed to go that way. I figured that would just fire. Should be right. Got a hiding time? Cool. There's no use hiding in those things. They do not do anything for you. Cool. So we know what we have to do.
What the hell was that?
It's the shamble, matey boy. That's the shambler. It shambles you.
Damn. Did it hear that? Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Cool knife.
This dagger looks different.
Gotcha. Stab it. Stab it.
What's the matter? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
Exactly.
I
You
saw
didn't
you
see
within
anything.
an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sure did.
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
not too bad. A
I was
second
attacked by a
attempt.
creature. I pushed it back.
Second attempt to find a dagger, and I got the
I
right
think so
one.
too.
I was actually aiming for that cool looking machete combat knife thing.
You
But
knew.
found that one.
You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free
Exactly.
information like that.
He just let me
Take
take
it as
this
payment
dagger.
for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Good bananas. Doesn't say anything like that. See ya. I'm done. Out of this house, out of the gallery. So at least figured it out eventually. After many deaths, you inspect the painting, like, maybe I can destroy this thing. And I did. With a dagger. Would have been cool if it had been the first dagger I found. Would have made it so much easier, but so happened. Second dagger found. I'm happy with that. And with that, we'll enter this madness and leave it there, I think. After this cutscene, of course. Oh, there's blood. Blood. Don't think I'm getting my answers.
Where's the bookseller?
Looks like someone broke in. Look at all these books. Ah, cool. Sweet. On the next part of the playthrough, we will explore the antique bookshop with all its rarities and oddities and... What are the same book? I'm sure they're just different volumes of this. Yeah, I'm sure they're just different volumes. Surely. If not, this is a front. Anyway, we'll figure that out next time. So, if you liked it, like and subscribe. Why not? If you don't want to, that's cool. I'm doing this for fun. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.